going to talk about starts and sits of the week for quarterbacks. We want to get them up first. They're always cream of the crop. We have two juicy matchups. We have Jordan Love going against Tampa Bay. We have Matthew Stafford going against Washington. Both have been completely bananas on fire as of late. I mean, and these are the projections that you're seeing on the screen right now, projections from Fantasy Pros. Man, projected
They're-
rushing yards. How do you think they calculate that? Oh,
I don't know, man. Some of these were like 4.2. Uh, I'm just gonna say I rounded up and rounded down. So do with that what you want. I think like Jordan Love was projected like point 0.2 rushing touchdowns. I don't know how that
or
happens.
passing touchdown.
So I no rushing touchdowns. That's why I had to put total touchdowns there. So I just these are rounded except for the fantasy points. Fantasy points we don't round.
So we have Matthew Stafford going against Washington, who's been notoriously bad, and then we have Jordan Love going into, or actually hosting Tampa Bay, where their season's on the lines, both Green Bay and Tampa Bay. So that's going to be a tough matchup. Whereas the Rams season is pretty much over, in my opinion, and Washington's washed. So we have a uneventful, meaningless matchup versus a very playoff contention matchup. Who are you going with this week? Who do you want to start in your round one wild card weekend fantasy playoffs?
I think this week I would lean towards Jordan Love. Oh no,
This one's close.
this one is very close. I mean, we saw the fantasy points projected. We saw the touchdowns. Everything was basically identical. Actually, I'm going to go back on that. The Buccaneers have something to play for. They're going to be playing the Packers pretty hard. I think Matt Stafford's got a better chance against the Commanders because the Commanders are done. They're dead. I'm going to go with Matthew Stafford this week, not Jordan Love. Just hoping for that upside against a weak team that is pretty much just donezo.
Man, before I give you my decision, before I anger some people out there, I'm gonna break some numbers down for you guys, bring some facts, tail of the tape as you may. Matthew Stafford is averaging 16.7 fantasy points this season. He is quarterback 20. He did miss some time. Jordan Love right now is quarterback 10, averaging 18.6. So a little under 2 points better than Matthew Stafford. Now let's go into the matchups here. Tampa Bay, we'll start there. In the past 4 weeks, they've given up 1,057 passing yards, 6 touchdowns. Why do I bring up that number? The quarterbacks that they've played, Desmond Ridder, Young, Brock Purdy, and I believe Gardner Minshew. Yep, Gardner Minshew, week 12. I wouldn't say besides Purdy, yep, they played. I wrote down, in my notes, I wrote down Baker, but I know for a fact it was Gardner, week 12 against the Buccaneers.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait, Gardner. Oh,
I'm saying
okay.
I'm giving out numbers.
The Buccaneers, the points the Buccaneers have given up. Sorry.
You're messing it. You're messing up the short.
I'm back on.
You're messing up the short, but that's okay. That's okay. That's what we do. Like and subscribe. Again, they went against Desmond Ridder, who threw up 347 passing yards. Bryce Young only 178. Gardner only 199. But Brock Purdy 333. When they do face, I'm not going to say elite talent, but better quarterbacks. I'm not putting Ridder in that spot because he's not. But they do give up a ton of yards. They are 8th in the league against passing. Also, week 10 through 13, Love has finished quarterback 1 each of those weeks. Last week against the Giants, he did not. Unfortunately, he had a very bad game. So that's why I'm kind of maybe leaning towards Stafford. But hold on, let me give you some more information here. In that time frame with Jordan Love, he had 10 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. That is pretty much elite level. Name another quarterback that can do that at that time. But Jordan Love, here's his downfall, and this is why I'm going Matthew Stafford. Jordan Love is dead last against the blitz, as in he is horrendous, as in his accuracy is dead last. Like I can't tell you anymore. I can't tell you any different. Buccaneers blitz rate is the 4th in the NFL. They blitz a ton. They do get pressure. They do get to the quarterback. They have a good front seven. I feel like they're going to get in Jordan Love's face all day. They're going to make him run. They're going to make him scramble. They're going to make him make some poor decisions. Whereas Matthew Stafford, on the other hand, they're playing Washington, who is the worst passing defense in the NFL, pretty much. Actually, they're 4th. Okay, they're 4th, whatever. But they do give up the most amount of passing touchdowns, 30 on the year. No one's cracked 30, of course. In this time where Stafford has gone bananas in the past 3 weeks, he's played. Arizona, he was quarterback 7, 24.4 points. Cleveland, he was quarterback 8, 23 points. Baltimore, quarterback 5, 23.7. Cleveland and Baltimore are elite defenses against the pass, and he still lit them up and torched them with Cooper Cup. By the way, he's back. And Puka Nakua. Give me Matthew Stafford in this matchup. They have pride to play for. Matthew Stafford will win your fantasy week, not Jordan Love. But Love's okay.
That's great. You know somebody's gonna come and tell us that Love is elite and that we're terrible people and we're
We know
stupid.
nothing. We know nothing.
It's fine.
It's okay. I know nothing. That's a beautiful thing between me and you, viewer, hater, commenter. I know nothing.
But at
I
least we
know.
put our face out there.
Well, not even just that. None of us know anything. We don't know anything. If we knew everything, we'd know when we're going to die. We'd make all the bets. We'd win all the money. We'd go win Powerball if we knew everything. But we don't. But at least we do the research and we know what we're talking about somewhat. And we do miss
That's good.
calls.
That's good research about the blitz rate and everything like that. That is phenomenal research that I don't think. I mean, the average fantasy footballer doesn't pay attention to those things. They just go, "Oh, it's Jordan Love versus the Buccaneers. This is how many is projected. Matthew Stafford's projected 0.3 more, but Jordan Love is better. He's younger. He's just greater. I'm going to
Faster.
start Jordan Love, and then they're going to lose. And they should have started Matthew Stafford instead."
Hey, everyone has a plan until they get punched in the face.